Good morning, good morning, good morning. For some reason, y'all, I can't get Ricky Smiley out of my mind for me watching that old comedian show he did with Sister Bernice giving the church announcement. Now, y'all see my title, which I have other things. Let me tell y'all what we talk about. I'm gonna start with the J. Wilson stuff first. Then I want to talk about the 9-year-old child that got suspended for unknowingly eating a piece of lace candy. And then the Detroit man that was selling weed out of a vending machine out hooked on the side of his house. So I'm gonna start with the YouTube first. First, I'm gonna start with speaking and talk about my weekend for a minute because y'all know I always come back and do a little something on the weekend. So let's have our sip first, as usual. Now, my nieces know that I love these Afghans. So this is one of the Afghans that they bought me. It's tied in the middle. Let me see if I can stand up so y'all see the whole thing. I know I look big on here. So it matches this. Y'all know I like to match in the mornings when I'm drinking coffee. Oh, don't mind my boobs, okay? Because I actually did put a bra on this morning because I'm going to throw my hair on after this, and I'm going to wear this Afghan because I got them jeans, skinny jeans to go under, because this is a short one. You know, old lady like me don't want to be showing your legs. You know what I'm saying? I might get attacked. Some of these youngsters might look at me and say, oh, it's fine. You know what I'm saying? But, so anyway, let me tell y'all about my day. Y'all, I had the worst headache yesterday. And so it died up a little bit. So I decided went on to church anyway because it died up. But the whole time I was there, I really couldn't enjoy the service. My head was just pounding. So I didn't stay for the big, beautiful brunch that they had set up, brunch last lunch for the mothers. And the man was there, whatever. It would look nice too. Brunch last night. I came home in the meantime, supposed to go with my son too later on. But I called him and told him no, come pick up the baby because she went to church with me. Not a baby though, my 9-year-old granddaughter. I just want to come home lay down. I said, but I don't want to go out to eat. You know, I sleep good, had a headache all night. So he said, what you want to do? I said, well, just go to that new place we're going to. Just pick me up some crawfish. He did. He brought me a couple pounds. Matter of fact, I ate a little bit this morning. And while I'm drinking my coffee, I'm eating my daughter-in-law. She makes treats. So I got some marshmallow munchies too. They're cute though, yeah. I'll show y'all. For she made me a bag of goodies. See if I can get this on. So there's some marshmallow treats, all kinds. Anyway, it's all kinds, different colors. Wait a minute, just giving you an example of what I'm talking about. So anyway, that's what happened yesterday. I laid down, so then later on they eating it. The other niece bring my plate because I was supposed to go over there too, because they don't want me doing a cook. They all cook. And it's in there too. I don't know, some prime ribs, some macaroni cheese, some baked beans, some steamed oysters, all kind of stuff. I just had a terrible headache. So anyway, that's far past me. So what happened yesterday morning while I was getting ready to go to church, I was listening to Deanna. And Deanna was the first place I heard about Pastor J. Wilson being a chaplain. Okay, now let me backstroke a little bit before I really go there. I remember when the Rona was out and everybody was with a hospital staff, doctors, nurses, you know, first alerters, you know, the ambulance, and you know, those kind of people were getting their shots first. Then they were going to go on to other places, such as schools or whatever that they deemed next important to get the shots. Jay Wilson came on, was talking about he took the shots. And I remember talking to somebody about it, and I remember saying how he managed to take the shot. He's not medical staff nowhere. Yet he says he's working in the hospital. But this person was saying maybe he do insurance. You know, when people in the hospital pass, you know what I'm saying, the insurance people come around or whatever. But I was thinking that, you know, after somebody passed, somebody would come around and ask where you want the body sent to, you know, stuff like that. So that's how my mind was thinking. But now we find out he was a chaplain. Now, I don't know too much. They not. In other words, I'm not, and nobody is ever too old to learn something new. Because what I mean by that, I always thought chaplain was Catholics. You know what I'm saying? Black ministers and pastors and elders, like my pastor growing up, we called him Elder Moore, but he was a pastor. They didn't call themselves chaplains, you know. And white people always went to school to where the black people would, God would teach them. And then they would learn and they would become ordained as a minister, pastor. And while they're there, then they would take some classes off and on to further that, you know, and get accredited, whatever. But they really be, you know, the Spirit leads them. So a chaplain, I don't know. So I'm learning this now that chaplain could be in any denomination. I'm quite sure, but I would have never thought chaplain. Now somebody doxed him and called the hospital. He called up there where he worked at. Yeah, that's a hospital. And you know they sending his videos to wherever he's this chaplain at to see how he act when he online. Because somebody called me at the Deanna and thought I needed to know because I didn't know what was going on. I wasn't around YouTube too much Saturday because, you know, on the weekend I do my weekend thing. I started to come on Saturday and I changed my mind because I had a little headache that day anyway too. I don't know what's going on, headache, sinus, whatever. But anyway, I said, chaplain. Now, Jay Wilson, you know, I'm not questioning his salvation or anything like that. But I was surprised to hear that he's a chaplain. And as with everybody else at the hospital, because of how he exhibited himself on here in front of all of us. Because just think, a chaplain go around and pray for people that's really sick or you can be sick, you know, don't have family come see you, they come visit you when somebody died, they come in there, they pray for you, they give their condolences, they the whole 9 yards. Now, both times when I had somebody pass in the hospital, chaplain came off condolences on it because we already had prayer warriors around our bed praying for my niece till she took her last breath. You know, they over there, we prayer warriors speaking in tongues and everything. That was my family. We pound in hospitals like that if one of us get ill, which we thank them for stopping by, offering our condolences and stuff. But then you hear people yesterday saying they wouldn't want him coming on here praying because they know him from YouTube. The people in the hospital don't know him. They don't know the YouTube person that we see. And I think that's why they dox him. I don't agree with the doxing either, and I really don't want to see nobody lose their job no matter what they talk about. Because me and Jay Wilson, when he first came on here from over there selling his book, he used to just talk about his books he wrote, his spiritual books, church, and all that kind of stuff. Then I guess that wasn't working. He wasn't really getting numbers over there. He then came over here to this sector that we wasn't calling the B sector or Section 8 yet. And he was using Michelle A.T.L.E.N., Josh, Maddie, and Kaya, you know, was his come up. Those people, he started with them. Then he went to Larry Nelson second. And Larry Nelson was big too, you know, just a bunch of stuff going on back then. And I remember when he first came on, he first started trying to talk about Maddie's weight, talking about she's sucking down chicken wing, but he backed up off that real fast because the community started getting on his butt because he really didn't know everybody then. He really didn't know that he couldn't talk about TS medicine then, you know, he fell in love with it and everything, became cool and everything. I'm just giving my history, you know, not nothing negative, just telling y'all how that happened. But during that time, he wasn't calling himself pastor. And then a little after that, he was saying he was a minister. Then he started saying, no, I'm not an ordained minister. Then after about maybe 9 or 10 months passed by, he started saying he will be a pastor in 6 months. Then he came back in 3 months saying he was a pastor. So I assumed he was already in school and finishing up the school he was going to become a chaplain, you know, going to study, going to get his divinity degree or whatever he was doing. So I assumed that's why he was saying he wasn't a pastor back then until he finished. Which that neither here or there, just give us some history of the reason why we called him pastor and how he became a pastor. Then that's when he stopped about a year. That's when he stopped cussing on here the whole 9 yards. Because y'all don't know, Jay Wilson used to cuss. They say he still do it in real life. One person said that when they met him over a year ago. I don't know. But that's the history of the pastor. That's the history he came on here. And I'm talking about the history because also when I was watching Pizarro yesterday, Allie kept jumping in there. I think she's a little tipsy. And she was trying to talk about Jay Wilson. They're trying to tell her she don't need to speak on it. But Allie feel like since she's been watching the B sector for a year, she said, and she's been getting on everybody's panel for the last 4, 5, 6 months, she needs to jump in there and always, you know, comment on something. And she really didn't know about Jay Wilson history as they was trying to tell stuff last night. So I stayed there long enough till Dury came up there. Then I left because I knew it was going to become the Dury show. But before that, yeah, Allie, girl, you was too tipsy and you don't know the Jay Wilson in the manner that we know. And yeah, I'm not mad at him. And, you know, like I understand. And then Honest Road, I understand y'all was trying to take up for him and all like that. Don't want the man to lose his job. None of us want him to lose his job. Just like when he lost his channel. We know those was his coins because he always say he making a coin. So we all start shouting him out for his new channel that he have now. Then nobody, I mean, we was arguing and dragging, but then nobody want to see him lose his income. So now they saying he don't make much money as a chaplain. But Jay Wilson, baby, this is just the beginning of it. Because when you start doing the Thunderdorms, you should have known that a lot of bullshit was going to come with it. From that first time you did a Thunderdome, you ain't backed up yet. But you were one of the ones that was a one-man show. You can do a panel on your own, the whole 9 yards. You don't got a taste of that Thunderdome, and you tripping off the numbers. And sometimes numbers ain't all cool, as you can see now. Good came with it, but also bad came with it because them people about to send some videos already over there. Now, somebody called me saying that they were the one that called his job. And I started telling that person too, well, I'm getting ready to go to church because I always tell y'all when I'm off, you know, I'll really be wanting nobody to call me. But sometimes I'll answer the phone, I'll be cordial, then I explain, well, I'm off today, whatever that is, but I listen for a quick second. I said, okay, but I'll discuss that tomorrow. They said they were the one that called. And the only reason why I'm mentioning this, because I also heard people asking, well, who called? How did they find his job? Why were they looking for his job? You know, a whole bunch of questions went on yesterday. And I want to know. But right before that, Jay Wilson was improperly bonafide. Oh my God. Now, y'all, a lot of people think that's a big deal because of how he was talking properly bonafide. But see, it wasn't a big deal to me. I listened to it. I played a little bit. I listened to it, but I know the real Jay Wilson from when he first came on. I know he can talk like that. You get what I'm saying, y'all? Let me look and see who else came in because I definitely wasn't looking over here while I'm talking. Good morning, Mitri, L7, Jay Perry, Liz Colesworld, Keith Vina. Okay. Now, whoever didn't see that live, because I just started doing it, I'm sure going to play a little bit of him going in on property bonafide. Now, I'm not a property bonafide fan, don't get me wrong, but I'm talking about it because as y'all see my title, because Jay Wilson said all the time, if it's put out there, I'm going to talk about it. Everybody else eating off of it. I'm finna eat this morning. Okay? Good morning, W, Famous Barbecue, Jenny Powell, Miss Queenie, L7, Coach World, Granny Simone Pettyville, right back, L7, Just Goodman. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it because I remember all of that. I was here from the beginning when the man first came over here. So I know what I'm talking about. Cursing and acting a fool in your personal life is one thing, but the fact he didn't show enough discretion to keep it off YouTube is something different. Exactly. Now, I feel like I don't want to see nobody lose their livelihood. You know what I'm saying? I want nobody. People got to eat. People got to live. But I knew the DOXED was going to sooner or later come about when he started doing that Thunderdome. Jay Wilson, I don't know how long you thought it was going to last without the trolls, because you notice everybody else, when they do a partial Thunderdome or Thunderdome, here come the trolls. And by you being over there lately dragging everybody, people are mad at you for it because they say you was trying to sabotage W's event. You know, they feel like this a first one, let her make a mistake. Whether she's doing it right or wrong, it's her event. And they feel like that you should even spoke on it anyway and send nobody over to help her. So they're mad at that. They say you've been dragging Deanna for I don't know how long. They say you be on here talking about everybody. Everybody. And whoever did that is the reason why they did that. Now, this person that called me yesterday, I don't know if they're here or not. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to tell y'all who it was. It was Skillet of all people telling me, Miss Blast, Jay Wilson hit his channel. See, she got my YouTube phone number. A lot of people keep it put away like that. Other ladies call me all the time. Sarah don't call no more since she chickened out when she wanted to come on here and talk about Nanny, whatever. So I don't know what that was about. Skillet would do that once in a while because, you know, she wanted to make amends with me or whatever. So that's fine. Plus, he was going live while he was at work. Yes, he put people on hold for a minute. Now, I don't know what he was doing, but allegedly, they said he would put somebody on, I'll be right back, because he got to go around and pray for somebody real fast and then run back. Wow. Yeah, he drags ZT, and people is calling this his karma. Now, I'm going to talk about it. Like I said, you put it out there, I'm going to talk about it. It is what it is. Now, I'm going to get to this right here. Can y'all put the fair rights up there? Because I want y'all to hear a little bit of this. I was shocked though when I heard all this. The way he was talking about property bona fide, y'all. Oh my God. He called her a Baptist whore. He called her a bull dagger, an alcoholic whore. He said, yeah, he going back to old school. But when he said that, I assumed he meant he going back to the cussing Jay like he used to cuss on the YouTube and he only cuss now at home in private. That's what I took from that. When he said he's going back to old school, I hope his boss is nice too, because I really do hate to see his job, see him lose his job. Good morning, Ray Black, Angela Hurd. I do hate to see him lose his job. I'm telling y'all the truth. But we all got to go through it. I even watched Chaplain, aka Sean, put his 2 cents in it. He said, well, it's his season. I'm assuming he mean his season for him to really, well, he already been doxed one, but to really get doxed. So that tell me ever since the Thunderdome, you notice when you start getting trolls, ever since that, people been looking for him. I already knew he was in the hospital, like I said, but I didn't know what the man was doing. Really didn't care. But I was wondering back then, though, why and how was he able to get shots like that first before everybody else? Now, can y'all put the fair white stuff? I'll play this for a minute. And while y'all looking for it, I'm gonna put this in there. And y'all got to hear a little bit of this. But for those of y'all didn't hear it, because I didn't hear it either till this morning. I woke up early and started looking for Good Morning Purple Peach. Yeah, so yeah, go all my info. Somebody want to call in, send me some, etc., etc., etc. He even used to drag me for a while. I remember when me and Pat Nicholson got into it because she stabbed me in my back with wine. He even sent for her to do an interview on me, but she really didn't have nothing bad to say. You know what I'm saying? First, Stanky Baby did it. You know, contact that lady, come on, talk. And he did. He did that too. But that's me and him history. I'm not mad at him or anything like that. I just think it's hilarious. I think it's fun. And like I said, he's somebody I would meet too, really. But I'm just telling you, our history, we always have one from day one when he first came over here. From day ONE1. That's just the way it's been. So you put it out there, got that JWILSON spirit. Put it out there, I'm going to talk about it. Except I'm not going to say. I'm going to do clicks, coins. I'm not going to do anything for no clicks, coin, view, whatever they call it. Anyway, fair rights use is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe on copyright, etc., etc., etc. Okay? Now let me move that, get back over here. Yes, indeed. Good morning, Chanel Huffman, Basti 7, Janelle Powell. The thing is, you don't go through and get blessings at the same time. Job in the Bible had time of trouble and a time of blessing. That's the Bible. Ecclesiastes 3. Okay, come on with the Bible. Good morning, me, check you fake hoes. Okay, y'all, let's get this pop. Let's get it popping in there. Let's get it popping in there. Yeah, y'all know old Bless was gonna come on this morning, discuss it. You know how I do it. I come back with the weekend situation. Let me get this little fast thing going. Let me get this little playback speed going. Sometimes don't be knowing which playback speed to put, but I want it too fast. I don't want it too fast, and I don't want it too slow. Let's hit it. Listen, hey to all the panel members to include. I properly qualified. Hey, properly. Wait a minute. I feel like JWILSON had a successful event. I also feel but like that's not the part I want to hear. Hold on. Man, that's here, I can't get the exact time stamp. Let's start right here. Save your fuck ass from looking like a stupid ass fool the other day behind that bitch Misty playing in your fucking face, and you want to placate them and make them feel good. Well, I think you're cool, but and it's that coin, bitch. If you get the fuck off of sucking a coin's dick, bitch, you would have some kind of integrity and decency about your fuck ass. But you can't do it, and that's a shame. And bitch, should nobody be following your ass. They can follow. I'm not talking about on YouTube. I'm talking about in real life. Bitch, I'm the bitch who brought you to your knees about sermonizing on motherfucking Sunday, ho. Don't you never forget it. Well, okay, I'm trying to get to the part I want to hear. Hold on. She talked about the nuggets. Oh, no. Hey, what you say, baby?
want to, you know, and so, but that's my decision and I make it, and you know, I wish her the best. I hope that fashion show just blossoms into whatever it is. What's it called? Fashion for your nerves? What's the name of it?
Oh my God.
But why, Jay Wilson? Why you didn't think of it as honor that she even thought? You know what I'm saying? She obviously thought highly of you to try to seek your counsel or include you in it. Instead,
God, what Miss Dobie has done. But
let me go back to Miss Dobie. Let me get on. That's the minute. Talking about Miss Dobie.
I can't. Ooh, she's too loud. She's too loud. She's too loud. She's too loud. I can't deal with that. She's too loud. She's too loud. I can't deal with her. She act like she ain't go to college. She act like she don't have no home training. Honey, I can't deal with this. She act like she don't have no home training. Oh, Lord.
It's gonna come, y'all. I think I'm at the point now. It took me a while to get to it, but let's go.
Now you cussing now. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay. Okay, come on, Baptist woman. Come on, Baptist. Honey, show the church what the Baptist people are about. Oh, Lord. Your daddy a bitch. Your daddy a bitch.
look at her.
He said, your daddy bitch, your daddy bitch.
Your daddy a bitch. That's why you're dying now, because your daddy a bitch. Now, let's go.
Now you call her Baptist Bulldog. I hope y'all understanding what's being said here.
Come on, you Baptist Bulldog. This is what you wanted to do. You got it, you Baptist Bulldog. This is what you wanted. That's what you wanted, you Baptist Bulldog. Come on, you Baptist Bulldog. Where your land? You can't keep a land because you want coaching. You can't keep a land because you want some coaching. Go ahead and admit it. Go ahead and admit it, you Baptist Bulldog.
Now, for him to call her Baptist Bulldog, ain't you part of the community? Or when you get mad, that's what you do. Now, people say that he sounded and said stuff like that because he really don't like women. I don't know. I'm just speaking on what's being put out there. Oh, got that Jay Wilson spirit. Put it out there. I'm going to talk about, oh, let me move on. Got that spirit on me.
What up, bitch? Come on. Come on, see, man.
Lady Nika just put up the channel where I saw this as y'all got to go up there and watch her. Her name is Visa Noah. I really didn't know too much about her either. I'm just strolling around this morning and I found this because I'm looking for stuff from hearing people talking.
It's real quick, ain't it? Anyway,
you so whack. You are so whack. You
can
sit here talking all that bullshit and man, I'll be on that motherfucking ass 24/7. I'll be on that ass 24/7. I'll be on your ass for the Mark. I'll be on your ass for the Mark. I'll be on your ass for the Mark. I got your ass for the Mark.
We know your men like to get paid. We know that your voice looking ass. Looking like you're doing a whole Javelin. Looking like you're doing a whole shot put. Okay, Lenore, do you need me anymore? Because I'm standing out of hand. I say.
Now, y'all, that's enough right there. 2-3 minutes. I don't like paying people whole stuff because fair rights you don't have. You're not supposed to go on. 2-3 minutes is fine. But that's a taste. So y'all got to go over there and watch it if y'all want to hear it in its entirety. But he was calling her Bulldaggers, hoes, her daddy, bitch. I mean, she went on and on. He went on and on. But like I say, I'm not shocked by it because I know of the past. I know of him cussing. Somebody he went to go visit, I ain't gonna say the name. Now, this has been a few years ago. They say he still was cussing like that. He still cussed like a sailor. He just don't do it on the YouTube no more. Now, I'm assuming he stopped doing it on YouTube around that time when he did get his degree from going to the school to be a pastor. Now, I'm assuming because it was around that time, because I remember every step of the way he was saying he wasn't a minister yet. Good morning, Corinne, Aqua, Clara, Vanessa, J, Ray Black. I remember all of that. So back to Pizarro's channel. So people were on there really trying to discuss what was going on. And Allie kept changing the subject. Allie, you can't get drunk, baby girl, and start making stuff about you. Maybe you don't realize it when you're tipsy. That's how you be looking. That's how you be sounding. I mean, you know, I hope you don't take this as me shading you or something, but I'm just saying that's how it is because we have accepted you being over here, but it just does something when I hear you commenting on stuff and you really don't know just because you've been watching over a year. I've been watching here for a year. Oh, I've been jumping on panel for 5 months, but you still don't know the history of 3 years ago. They was talking about stuff like that and you kept dropping in there. People been trying to tell you. Yes, Mimi, that's some content. Y'all got to go over there and watch that. I'm telling you. Now, the whole live is good, but that's the part that got me, the Jay Wilson part, because that's what's going on right now. Now, I'm kind of wondering, Did the videos get removed because you know people are supposed to send them to your job? Because if those were your intentions, and those were the reason why you moved them, people already got your stuff recorded. A lot of your videos are recorded. I even got some videos from back in the day for a TSCC situation. So and then Lipstick Alley got them all the way up to the date. So it didn't do no good. You might as well put your stuff back up. You might get some more clicks, views, and coins from them. You know, people still watch even the old videos. There's nothing you can do now. But I hope they don't send the worst ones when you really was dragging people real bad to your job. I don't know how the hell did they find his job? She had you tickled? Sometimes it can be funny, but then it start being too much, though, Miss Queenie, when you really want to hear what's going on. And every time they try to talk about what's going on, she jumped in on it. So, you know, people wanted to hear, you know, like that one lady on there, she wouldn't let her finish talking, you know, and, you know, sometimes, I don't know, it don't be funny the whole time when you want to hear something. Yeah, I don't know about it, but yeah, 3 years ago, might be a little bit over 3 years now when he first came on the scene. I did it, Duchess Kelly Love. Good morning, and thank you for asking. Diving, good morning, Diving. Allie moved too comfortable in the beef sector. She's a newbie at best. Yeah, but she don't see it like that. She be commenting on stuff, but I'm glad she don't comment on to the wrong person. Really get cussed out, though. She don't bother me. I'm just saying what be going on when she be doing that. He should have kept it clean. That's where he messed up. The fun shade was cool. But wasn't he one of the ones that's talking about how he don't need a panel? But boy, Jay Wilson, you got a taste of that Thunderdome, and you done brought all kind of stuff with you. Somebody keeps saying DK Love in here. Oh, I see him now. Good morning, DK Love. Hope you had a wonderful month. Oh, it was okay, DK Love. I had the Duchess of Kelly and the Love. I had the worst migraine. Yeah, I didn't stay for the church brunch/lunch buffet. I had my son to just get me something to go and bring him. My niece brought me a plate last night, my headache. I just came home. You know, I was trying to eat early from the service, but it was okay. I got all my food in there. I was up this morning sucking on them crawdads, aka crawfish, which y'all call it in the South, but I'm good. I'm good. I'll be eating my Mother's Day stuff together this morning. But anyway, yeah, I don't know about the past 3 years. Yeah, Duchess, you was here when Jay Wilson first came on the scene. Lady Nick, I know you. I don't know, was you around? I'm not for sure when I first met you. I wonder would a job suggest him clean his channel up. Has anybody ever heard of a job request? Well, yeah, Chaplain, everybody get a chance. That's just like when you're a sinner, you go to church and you become new. You see what I'm saying? You get saved. So he can say that's something he put in his past. That was just something, he's just doing that for a show. He's just making money. Love and hip hop show. That's how I explained it to my pastor sister. I didn't want her to know everything. She said, what should I do? Should I sign? I said, no, what you do? I said, oh, love and hip hop situation. You know, stuff like that. Yeah, clean it up. Yeah, because sometimes you don't want some things. So I believe he can, Mimi. I believe he can. I really believe that he can say that was something he was used to do, and whatever. Because I don't want to see nobody. I don't care who it is. Thank you, baby. If she had a job, I wouldn't want her to lose her livelihood. Wait a minute, John. Let me get some water. Get my water. And I took some more Fluoride. I wouldn't even want my worst enemy to lose their job. You know, I don't want nobody to think me lose my income like when he lost that first channel. That was his money. And Stanky Baby definitely depends on YouTube for her money, period. Not unless she's getting a crazy check. Because from what her friend came on and said, she did spend time in the mental institution, and that's why she didn't remember her son's name. She had a son for real. That friend that came on about a month ago. So she might be getting the SSI check, you know, and then she got the YouTube to supplement her income. So I don't want Chopmouth to lose his job over there in Australia, putting his 2 cents in and everything. He way over there. But he was right, go underground. Because Davy, you told me the other day that you was through. You're going to start putting your stuff underground. You said you weren't going to let nobody else know what the rest that you're doing as far as your event. Girl, they say you was over there giving GX an interview. Now that's your business. You go where you want to go. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, wow. She's been subscribed to me for 3 years. Yeah, Mimi, she said she's been watching us. I don't know how many of us She been watching, but she said she been watching us for a year, but she actually been jumping the chats the last 5 months or so. So she don't know the history of what people was talking about last night, not the real. Imagine if Pastor Jay went to pray for someone on their detached, on their deathbed, and they rose back up and said, "Never mind. Can y'all send another clergyman?" If there was somebody that watched YouTube and knew of him, the way everybody sounded now, they probably wouldn't want him praying over them. In the first place, you ain't supposed to let anybody pray over you anyway. See, because a lot of times, even in the church, these pastors be in their flesh. They don't be in the spirit. Ain't nobody laying no hands on me. I trusted my pastor and my sister pastor, stuff like that. Like my blessed all, I trusted who prayed over it, which was my sister niece, their pastors, and my pastor. That's not related to me. Y'all don't let anybody pray over me like that. So if it's somebody know from YouTube, I'm assuming they will be like that. They will be like that. But I'm not mad at Allie. I'm not mad at Pastor either. I'm talking about it. Well, I guess I can go ahead and say I'm getting my click, view, and coin. Everybody else eating off of when it started. Well, I first heard of it yesterday morning on Deanna's. You know what I'm saying? So Cookie cuts all Allie out one day and left her speeches. But Allie don't cut. She don't go back in on Cookie like she do over here. Because when she Jay Dunn and somebody, I didn't feel right about that though. And it's really weird because I'm not all that close with Jay Dunn, but I felt like I've been knowing Jay Dunn over here too, well, almost 3 years, knowing of her the first year for sure. And then here comes somebody from somewhere else dragging her. I did feel, I don't know. But it is what it is. I try not to get in people fights. Goes against his job. Yes, it does, L7. Yes, it does. Purple Peach, remember? Dutch Kid Love, remember? Y'all behind in the chat though, because when I'm talking, I don't really look down here because I don't want to throw me off. Well, at least in the beginning of the beef sector. Yeah. I remember Duchess went before you lost that first channel back then. I remember that well. Because it was Shelly first coming on the television, you lost the channel, everybody started shouting you out. You was around. Remember you been around even then. Good morning, Mona, Troy. I remember that very well. So yeah, I when I found this through the Twitter, I've been here ever since. But I was finding people like Funky didn't even enough folks like that, you know. That's how I was doing that. They got the pastor that they got him voodoo, because they said that was a little bit after he been dragging W's event. They said W don't lit some candles on his butt. Some of you people in the panels getting on my nerves. That's why Allie cracked me up to each their own. Okay. Oh, okay. Be the Lord. I was just wondering. You wonder about where they did that at over there. So y'all got to go on over there and watch. Now I don't know too much about her, but they say I was asked somebody. It was be the one. I think they said she was one of Stecky Baby's followers, but that don't matter though. I still ain't mad at her because she follow who she follow. People follow who they want to follow. He was just jiving. Good morning. Good morning, Lee. I'm gonna be dropping my link if anybody want to talk about it. I'm gonna move on for him for a minute, y'all. Then we're gonna come back to him. I don't want nobody to lose their income either. Miss Bless, I don't want no bad comments. I'm not gonna never celebrate nobody losing their income, whether it's the YouTube income or outside income. You know, and like I don't know, people got to live. What if I lost all my money? I want nobody talking about me. Come on now. W listen kind of, yeah, she listened some of this morning too. But never, you know what? I say that sometime, Morgan. Now, Tracy introduced all them over here first that I saw. And the first one she introduced to, they into it now. They don't get along no more, and that's GX. Exactly. I'm not going to do it myself, but I'm going to talk about it. Somebody like I'm doing now. If it come out, I'm going to talk about it. They talked about Jesus, yeah. I'm going to talk about it. So anyway, y'all, I want to talk about this other thing real quick, and then I'm going to drop my link. If anybody want to talk about that, they can. There was, y'all, I had never heard so much crazy stuff before. Maybe I'll start with the child. This 9-year-old child ate some edible candy unknowingly. She got it from a friend at school. She got suspended from the school. The mother first, let me start it back up. She was throwing up. She got sick at school. They sent her home. Now, this was probably on a Thursday, I think. And the mother would have bought some over-the-counter Tylenol, some Pedialyte and stuff, you know, trying to get her daughter well, thinking she had some kind of flu bug or something. The next day, they called and informed her that she ate some lace candy and that they were spelling it first. The mother questioned that, then they say suspended 3, then suspended 1 day. The thing is, it could have been worse, and whether it was some fentanyl or whatever, they not thinking about the part the child could have just been totally poisoned. The fact that she ate the candy, and the mother kept questioning it. She said, well, they got a policy at that school that you can't take candy, anything from another student. Okay, I'm fine, that story. Girl. So anyway, bless, if anyone wants to know, I can drop it on the chat. My number. Yeah, they've been dropping it anyway. I think Lady Mika got it in there. Let's see who this is. Hello? Hello? Okay. Hey, who am I speaking with?
How you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Well, there's breaking news, allegedly. I don't know how accurate it is, but it's reported on another person's channel that they have contacted the news, channel 29 Fox in San Antonio, and also that they have been sending videos to his supervisor and all kind of other stuff. So I don't know how accurate it is. This is being reported on another person's channel. Don't want to give the name, but that's what they said is going on right now.
Well, listen, can you text me on this number right here and tell me who it is? I'll look at it myself. I don't want to say, now I hear everything you saying, and I knew it was going to come to that. I really hate that it's coming to that like that, because people in this town, people in this town know.
I hate that the dub got affected. I don't like none of that, but I'm not going to say I like that he's doing both, preaching and using God and then coming back over to the beef sector and acting an ass. No, I don't like that at all. But I don't like the job effect. I hate the DOXED. I never supported none of that, but it's a lot going on, and it's on ZX channel. That's all I'm gonna say.
GX, how he get that? Now I don't take face value now what he say, but did he say how he found it? I mean, ain't nobody else saw this news but him.
That's why I say allegedly. I don't know how accurate. He's reporting on it.
Wow. But I'd have to see that myself. Fox 40 and what's that town? Where's that they live at? San Antonio? Hello? Did y'all hear that?
Yeah. So that's all. I just want to inform you. I didn't see nobody jumping in the chat. I don't call. Normally I don't drop down the chats or call, but nobody else was talking about it. So thank you, Miss Blast. Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
Well, thank you. Same to you. I hope you had a great one. All right. Why nobody over here in the B sector heard of this? I mean, I can't go by that. I would have to actually see this Fox 40 News myself, and I hope that's not the case, because that means he's all over Texas, you know, and I don't think it's gonna be statewide news. Or could it be? A chaplain I see the headline, a chaplain on YouTube be on there talking about everybody and down at everybody's homes, cars, and looking down on them. His name is so-and-so, so-and-so. I can just see that now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why wouldn't we know over here first? You know, that's exactly what I mean. Woo, okay, well, thank you for calling in. I don't know, I just can't. Because GX want to be beef sector so bad. And Jay Wilson is another one. Welcome him over here with all that foolishness and stuff that he be doing. Yet he's homophobic, but he keep coming on Jay Wilson's panel, and Jay Wilson keep letting them come over there. Then he ran back his channel with all that homophobic stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let me get back to this little girl real quick. And then I'm gonna be dropping my link. Okay, this the lady talking about what went on at the school with the little girl.
Had to be picked up from school on Thursday because of how sick she was. The school called me and they said that you need to get to the school immediately because Amaya threw up. You need to come and pick her up. So I picked her up. We came home and I did what, you know, of course, any mother would do. I just tried to nurse her back to health. I gave her as much as I could of Pedialyte, Tylenol, crackers, because I thought it was a 24-hour virus.
At that point, you had been told nothing about the school, by the school, about what may have occurred or transpired.
Not at all, no. They only told me that she threw up in class and there was a lot of it. That was the only information that I received.
Yeah, that's the child that was given an edible, yes. And then listen to school to tell her to the next day. I'm carry on a little bit more.
But yeah, when I got her, she came home and, you know, she was asleep for at least 4 hours. She just was in a deep sleep, which was unlike her,
Now, let me
even
move
with
up.
the virus.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yes, those were her symptoms. She said, well, it does sound like she ate it. So what I'm calling for is to let you know that since she did eat that on campus, now these were her words at the time. She said that we're going to have to expel her she'll have a 3-day expulsion with DEAP schooling afterwards. At the time, we didn't know how long the DEAP, she said if that will be determined later.
Okay, but let's stop right there. Your daughter gets candy laced with THC from some other child at the school.
Right.
But then the school principal calls you to tell you your child will be expelled.
Absolutely.
Now, see, ain't that some bull? Now, I think the school and the school board should be sued, be reprimanded some kind of way, because what if that was something strong? What if I would have killed the child? All they can think about the fact that she ate the candy and they blaming her. Where's the child that gave her the candy? Did the kid get it? The child that gave her the candy give it from her parents? What kind of home the child that gave it to her? What kind of home she's from? So they're not even saying who other child is and that child parent. All they know is the girl got violently sick. See, it could have been worse, sir.
Now, how does that make sense?
I was trying to make it make sense when I was on the phone with her and the officer, and I couldn't make it make sense for myself. Yeah, so even sitting there as we were discussing, she was just telling me her disciplinary action that she needed to take for Amaya. She said, I have to do this. I have to do this.
And I'm going to put this link to in my chat.
Of things, but marijuana was the only one that she was positive for.
And how does that leave you feeling as a mother, knowing somehow your child got marijuana in her system at 9 years old?
At 9, I have a mix of emotions. I'm gonna
move up. Okay, that's enough of that. Now I'm gonna put that link up. I'm gonna put the link in the chat, y'all. Y'all can watch the whole thing because I want to make sure I do that other story too. And drop the link again if anybody want to discuss this. People calling this man's job and him getting fired. The whole whatever y'all want to talk about. What's in ever? Not whatever. What's in ever? Might want to discuss it in a minute. Now let me get this link in this chat for the little girl if y'all interested in that as well. Okay, let me get that in there. Paste. Now, that's the link for the little girl. Now, let me get over here and read something. Right there. Hello?
Hello, good morning, Ms. Bless.
Good morning.
Good morning, chat. Hey, Ms. Bless, dear, I did call this job, like I told you yesterday.
Oh, okay, so who is this? This Skillet?
Yes, it is.
Now, Skillet says she's the one to call Pastor Job. Why? Let me ask you a question first. I want you to go on. Why would you do that? I never heard him talk on you. How did you find out what hospital and how did you find out what he was doing? Just tell me everything.
Okay. Well, when I've been in the bushes. When Deanna said Baxter Hospital in San Antonio, Texas, so I Googled it and the number came right up. So I called it and I asked for the chaplain services. And first it just rang and rang and rang. And then I hung up the phone and then I didn't push star 60. Yeah, I'm 67 first of all, because I didn't want to be like anonymous. I wanted him to know that it was me. So Bennett came up. So he called me back. It was a ring back, a dial back. He don't have no office in that he don't have no office in that hospital. He goes by a Google, because when I star 69 it came up a Google number. So he has a Google number that he's using his chaplain services for as a chaplain phone. So he called back and he was like, they're recording these calls. And the only thing I wanted to ask him was, how could he pray over somebody with that mouth from the right side and from the left side be so cruel to people on YouTube?
But listen, let me say this. Somebody want to know, what did Jay Wilson do to you? And just backstroke a little bit. You said you got the name of the hospital from Deanna?
When she read off on what she was reading, she put down, she said Bexar County Hospital and San Antonio University Hospital from San Antonio, Texas.
So you doxed him from there on, because that is called doxing, right? Hello?
No, I didn't dox him.
Okay, if you found his hospital and you found what kind of work you do in the hospital, that's not doxing.
I don't think it is.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay. Miss Bless, the hospital was caught on a live that has since been deleted. Okay, yeah, somebody said it was caught on a live and it's been deleted. And the chaplain on duty at the time stated was reported to San Antonio police. That's the same thing somebody just came here and said. No, this Fox News. No, I'll take that back. Somebody said Fox News. Have you heard anything this morning about Fox News having him on there on the news?
No, but I don't know nothing about that. But
okay.
After Deanna said that what county and stuff that it was in, I Googled it and it came up.
Somebody said, do Skillet. Wait a minute. Let's just surprise if she does. No, we're not surprised. I'm just asking him. I'm asking her, why did she dox him? Because people want to know what did he do to you? Because I'm gonna tell you the truth. I haven't heard him speak on you, Skillet. And I go, what? Yeah.
But I just wanted to ask him, how could he be so cruel to people on YouTube and go since Soul 7?
Oh, because somebody would know that you recorded, the Skillet recorded it. I don't think so.
No.
Then did you make the first call? Somebody want to know that you make the first call. And do he?
No.
And this the first time you putting out there now, right now, this morning, that you were the one called, right?
I called. He talked to me.
He talked to you.
He said, Bennett, they're going to record these calls.
So he told you, wait a minute, he called you by name, Skillet. So they recording this call. He actually said that to you.
He said Bennett, because he didn't know me by Skillet. He said Bennett.
Oh, Bennett. Okay.
On my caller ID, Bennett.
Somebody want to know why you do such things. Please leave that man job. Yeah, because don't nobody really want to lose his job.
I didn't call him to lose his job.
No, we didn't say that. I said I don't want to see him lose his job. But when you first told me that, and I told you I was going to church, it was news to me. I didn't even know that he took his channel down. I didn't even know that he was a whatchamajigger until Deanna did do it live yesterday morning. I ain't know nothing about all that, because I always thought chaplains was Catholic. They be in the hospitals, they be in the schools, they be in the prisons. NFL got one, and I just, it's a lot about a chaplain I didn't know.
Yeah, there's more than one chaplain in the church. I mean, in the hospital, there's more than one chaplain.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I didn't know chaplains. I thought chaplains were Catholics, is what I'm saying.
No, but I don't want to see him lose his job. He just needs to not mix the two together.
Yeah. Somebody said, I don't know why people would be involved. Jay would be fine. Yeah. Well, I let everybody know in the beginning when I first came on yesterday morning, I was getting ready for church, that you had called me and told me that, So.
Yes, I did. And that's all I wanted to ask him. How could he do that? That's not right. I wouldn't want him praying over me or nobody that's in the hospital knowing that he's out here doing stuff like this.
But you know, I had just got to watching Deanna. I was watching her while I was getting ready yesterday morning for early service. That's when you inform me. Now, everybody, usually something go on over here. People that's not a content creator. Well, content creators, we get emails, we get calls, we get texts, and people, you know, want to tell you something that they feel is news that you want to hear. At the time, I was surprised. And I said, well, I'm getting ready for church. I'll be on tomorrow morning live, you know, like that. And that's how that went. But this was right after Deanna, when you first informed me of that. So I'm trying to think now. This was right after Deanna. So right after Deanna is when you called. See, I'm kind of confused now. That's kind of close to that. That was quick.
I called at 12:10. It came up 12:10 p.m. yesterday.
Now yesterday morning, 12. Let's see, what time was it? My time. I was getting ready 8. No, well, may have been. I'm confused. You 3 hours ahead of me. Yeah, okay. The news won't be interested in no messy as Chaplain. Skill strikes again. People, several people just asked what he do to you.
He ain't do nothing. I just want to know, how could he be like that? How?
Okay.
I have nothing against him. I don't want him to lose his job. I wish nothing but the best for the man. But he shouldn't mix the two. God and that don't mix.
Okay.
Don't mix.
Well, Mona Troy, I called to. You called this job too, Mona? Wow. Gilly did Dawson. Yeah, they did. Okay. Well, people thinking this is karma because he's been dragging. They said Deanna at W's event. They say he dragged ZT. They were naming everybody that he dragged. Yeah, but all I'm saying is, once you start doing on the Thunderdome, Jay Woods, you had to know you're gonna start getting a lot of trouble. People looking for your job. The fact that you even gave everybody a clue that you worked in the hospital, because like I said, I knew this when the Rona first came out that you worked in the hospital. But I'm assuming you was going to people when people die and want to know what is in the body and doing some kind of insurance or something. I wouldn't have never thought chaplain. Yeah, I would have never thought that. And for somebody to find out that he was a chaplain, how did you actually find out to call the chaplain to see if he was a chaplain? That's what I'm finding. And then this other person just said they called in and tell us what he said to you, because she said he actually told her Bennett they recorded his call. So that's why you hung up, because you didn't want to be recorded?
No, I didn't hung up. He hung up.
Oh, okay. Well, he didn't mention none of that. He came back live even when he put his stuff down. Yeah,
no, he didn't. But it's the truth.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you coming on saying that. I'm now. Okay. Wow. Okay. Now, wait a minute. Anybody want to ask her something? Good morning, Avatar, Kareem, Tony Montana. Wilson deserved it. So what was your experience when you called Troy? You still on the phone?
Me?
Oh yeah. I'm asking anybody wanted to ask you something. Why did Mitri say, why did you call?
Because I wanted to find out how he could try to send some souls to heaven and talk so cruel about people on YouTube.
Okay, but I still didn't get the answer. How did you know he was a chaplain? Who actually said he was a chaplain? People said somebody's called. That's the point.
Deanna, her live first. When Deanna read off all the information, I got all the information that I needed from her live.
Oh, okay. That was your first time hearing about being a chaplain at Deanna's.
Right.
Okay. So right after that is when you called?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, all right. I'll say. So you wanted to know how he praying for souls. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know on the news. I hope somebody go look at the Channel 40 and tell you news. I'm gonna go look at the news when I get up here, because I'm not taking up a face value that GX over there saying, because he's trying too hard to be in the beef sector. He allowed to say anything, especially since he argued with Jay Wilson all the time. He be over there being homophobic on his channel. Then he run over there and Jay Wilson let him up there. So I don't know. And then people are saying, well, he the king of the beef sector. No, he's not. Now he getting his season for his numbers and stuff, and I guess you see now doing this Thunderdome probably want a good job, but a good idea for you to do it every day like that, Jay Wilson. But I understand you say you want your coin, your click and view, so I ain't mad at you. Get it how you can. I ain't mad at you. if that's how you want to do it. But you see what it brought you. That means ever since you've been doing these thunderdoors, people been looking for you all this time. Chaplains pray over the sick. Yeah, the sick. They go pray for the family when somebody passed. Yeah, they do all that. So I didn't even know that. I've always thought chaplain was Catholic.
I gotta go.
Okay, thanks for coming. I thought you hung up. Thanks for coming. Thank you for that. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Now, do y'all? Well, she said she did. Evidently, she ain't scared for nobody knowing she called, as well as this other person. Mother never deserved her craziness and stalking without the cause. Okay. People going to be so upset when karma comes and knocks one of their teeth out. Don't discriminate. I ain't seen nothing. You want to look, Miss Lily? That's what I'm saying. I don't believe that. I'd have to see that myself. I don't believe that at all. Maybe this lady came over here for us to jump. We're supposed to be running over there to GX channel or something. Well, I'm just now finding that out now, Purple Peach. I'm just basically saying every time in my life that I've heard of chaplains, it was always with a Catholic situation in the jail and the hospital. That's what I'm saying. So he's a chaplain in the hospital. But they were always Catholics. And I never seen a black chaplain. You know, I'm just putting it out there. So that's just shocking up to me being ignorant, because that's what it is. I am. I know all this. When we say chaplain, they say chaplain, I'm thinking somebody from the Catholic Church. And that's just, you know, what I always have been. Because I did Google some stuff what the chaplain job was. But when I Googled the salaries, California make big time money for a chaplain over here in California. That's what you're a non-denominational. Okay, Miss Queenie, see, that's something new. Like I say, you ain't never too old to learn some stuff and things and stuff. Prayer in order for pastor. Yeah, some people don't feel bad for him. The part that I'm talking about is this. He got that mortgage, that house he brags about. He just bought another car and stuff. I don't want to see nobody lose their stuff. But if it's meant for you to have, you'll have it. But if it's forced, you'll lose it. If it's not ordained by God for real, and you forcing it, no. Because see, God don't get you nothing where you got to force it to be. You know, it would be hard. Ain't she? I'm Morgan. See, a lot of people think that of you if you, my bushes are, everybody think that of you. Morgan wrote she probably didn't do it and just taking credit for it. And she crazy too. See, people still think that of you because all the different names and the stalking you was doing with Mother and a lot of people. So it's going to take people a while to get over you doing all that though. Why didn't you just go on StreamYard? Oh yes, Lord, if somebody says dire straits to require a chaplain, I highly doubt you'd be worried about who is giving it. Well, if you're sick, you would know who he is. Exactly. Kind of did what she did, but not skillet. Yeah, I don't know what he did to her, because I'll be peeking over there at Pastor Juice Booties. And I never heard her really talk about it, but y'all heard what she said. She just wanted to know how you be praying over souls. Good morning, Simply A. Wow. We're not stalking Mother. Okay, y'all get to this other story though. Then I'm gonna drop the link if anybody want to speak on it. Serve the community, not any faith or church. Yeah, let me see something. I was Googling that dances. Let me see. I was. Let's see. Okay, let's see what's going on. A hospital chaplain offers spiritual guidance and pastoral care to patients and their families. As representatives of religious traditions, chaplains in hospitals and medical centers use the insights and principles of psychology, religion, spirituality, and theology. Y'all think that Pastor giving some of that? Pastors have a church, and the difference between pastor and chaplain, pastors have a church as their base, and the church has a specific Catholic or Protestant denomination. Chaplains are based in a community rather than a particular church, although they apply to be chaplains through their own church. They are trained to minister to all faiths. Okay. Simply stated, chaplains offer spiritual care in the clinical setting. Spiritual care has to do with issues of meaning, hope, transcendence that are often more pronounced during illness, injury, birth, and death. Okay. Now, y'all got to look up to see the salaries, because I was amazed. In California, I think they say $60,000 a year or something like that. The lowest paying is over there in Texas. But I was surprised that they make that much, but I don't know if they starting off making it. Now, I know you asked me that, Sir King, to be funny or whatever, and make fun of whatever. But yes, you are too. Anybody on here that can minister a word to somebody, they're a minister. If you can pray for somebody and minister the word, that's what that is. Okay? Read your Bible, you'll understand that what a minister really is. It don't have to be ordained, and it don't have to be none of that. So you probably are too. If you know how to pray for somebody and minister a word to somebody, you probably are too. Just like anybody. Exactly. Let me go up some. Did I miss something? No, he's not. But since the people that just meet him, Mimi, and don't know him well, like Allie and the free will people in the black sector, they really think that because somebody was talking about he the leader of the sector. No, he's not. Just because he's been doing them thunderdrums over there, no, he's not. But you see, a lot came with it though. Because I remember a time you was telling me, well, everybody, you was solo, you don't need the panel. Now, me on the other hand, I got introduced over here from being on the panel. I never was around with Blab or like that. Whether on the panel or not, I just, drop my link like that, just be doing. Because that's where I came from. But he didn't come from there. So like I said, so that's new to him, and it gave him a click view and corner. I ain't mad at him. Like he said, he doing it for money. You wish him the best, but who's backstabbing? I'm not backstabbing. Who you talking to? No more Stormy Clouds. I heard know the hell is it. Yeah, we don't believe nothing over there. What he talking about? I don't believe nothing over there. What he talking about? Well, he been doxing Deanna. Is tell the truth, said it's only right if Deanna doxed him. He did Deanna. Yeah, people spoke on that too. They say he doxed her old residence and everything. That's what I'm hearing. But we all know and watch the Tracy thing. But they said he been doing a lot of doxing lately. I don't know, Shanna. I guess some people is extremely mad at him. Now just think of everybody that's mad at him lately, who we've been arguing with lately. Now, I don't know. They could be the ones sending stuff to the job, if that's true. Well, they said it was on Fox 40 in San Antonio, Slew One, but I ain't had a chance to look yet. I'm not going to believe it till I see it, because I'm not going by nothing GX saying over there. I don't know. If you're in the cloud, they still asking, why would you do it? Now, y'all, let me get to the last story over here. That's a story. Oh, y'all, this is funny, too. It's kind of humorous. He told ZT. He told about ZT. Oh, yeah, that's right. They did say that. His story is about this man. He had a vending machine built on the side of his house selling weed. Oh, my God. I thought that was clever of him. I really thought, let me get that story for y'all. I thought it was clever. Hold on a minute. All right, here we go. Detroit man allegedly made $2,000 per day, $2,000 a day, y'all, selling weed out of vending machine at his house. Isn't that clever? And stop worrying about pastor. Yeah, because I don't understand why Jay Wilson, aka Juicy Booty, would let him up there knowing how homophobic he is. So, but anyway, well, I take that back. He get his clicks and views for doxing Kimmy, GX, Deanna, Rico. Yeah, they did say he was dragging Rico because Rico finally got him an appointment. before you got popped, you ladies cannot be serious about feeling bad. I'm not feeling bad per se about him. I'm just saying I don't want to see nobody lose their job. I don't care who it is. I just think people need their livelihood. You know, I mean, yeah, in Detroit. Let me read it. Okay, let me play this real fast. First, let me read the story. A man told investigators that he was making $2,000 a day selling marijuana from a vending machine attached to his Detroit home. Okay. The man, who has a felony record, was arrested last week and charged with illegal possessing guns. He explained how he made a living when agents arrived in March with their search warrant. The man owned and operated the marijuana vending machine attached to the residence for 4 years, making approximately $2,000 per day. An agent with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms was supposed to say in court filing. Prominent Detroit church second Ebenezer at center a teen sex abuse case. Oh, that's a different one. Anyway, agents, they got that in the middle of the story. Agents acted on the tip were aware of the machine because they had made purchases to collect evidence in February and March. Agents seized 18 firearms in the house, dozens of rounds of ammunition, and several pounds of suspected marijuana. The man was released on bond by federal magistrate judge. Now, let me see if we can hear some of this. Don't y'all think that was clever? Who would think to put a vending machine on the side of their house? Come on now. Let me see that. Who would think to do that? I'm trying to play the clip where y'all can hear him.
These results, $100 million.
That's the commercial first. Let me get past that commercial. Who would think to put a vending machine? I look like I need to put a vending machine on the side of my house. So Skilly couldn't take the news too.
Hey, hold on, wait a minute.
Oh, you can see them. Let me see if I can let y'all see this vending machine. It's really crazy.
I used it probably like 4 or 5 times.
The voice of an anonymous customer and the one who took this viral video of how the marijuana vending machine works.
He was selling like souvenirs.
That's code, obviously. Machine took credit cards, even Apple Pay.
It's an excellent service. I think that it just got out of hand.
It's just things you can't do.
That video there says it all. The feds, the ATF, they've seen it all. But a marijuana vending machine bolted to the side of someone's house on the west side of Detroit, that's a new one.
Yeah, I have to say.
Yeah, y'all, that's clever. What y'all think of that?
Was shocking.
Oh, did y'all just see my
23-year-old Marcellus?
Did y'all just see my West Virginia? My camera slip.
Hearing the estimates were about $2,000 a day.
Allegedly operating for 4 years.
Entrepreneurial at its best. Unfortunately, both things were illegal.
The ATF is referring to Corwell being investigated for selling guns out of this house off Medital Street.
I don't care about the gun part.
To minors, 18
I
firearms
just think
seized
that
from the home,
I
including
think that's clever.
shotgun.
As far as where these firearms originated from,
I think that's really clever. What y'all think about that? I'll drop my link one more time. So let me reiterate y'all my stories. I don't understand how black sector people have beef with people over here for what? Because the way I got it, they don't really do a lot of numbers over there, and they don't really be monetized or whatever. And ever since Tracy first brought them over here, because I'm saying Tracy, and Tracy, you know, ain't no shit. I'm just saying you where I first started seeing these people at, starting with Clydelia, and they been here saying because she was saying something about merging or something. So that's, you know, that's how, and that's just what I think. However, there's somebody over there I really like. It was 2 of them I used to watch all the time, though. I used to watch Cookie, but I always watch Diet, and I still watch Diet. So I don't know, and I think ZX just want to be over here so bad because since he been over here doing content on people over here, he get his little numbers, I'm assuming. Tell the truth, shame the devil. I feel bad for anybody job getting. Well, yeah, don't nobody want to see nobody lose their life. Good morning, Phenomenal Mimi. I didn't want anybody to lose their jobs. I just felt that he went too far. Yeah, he have been going too far. Everybody's saying that Jay Wilson just completely changed. He just stopped doing his sermons on Sundays and got on the Thunderdome, and he'd be on 4 or 5 times all through the day. And that is what it is. Now, but I ain't got nothing bad to say about them. Like I said, you put it out there, we're going to talk about, oh, got that J. Wilson spirit. You put it out there, I'm going to talk about it. Okay? So I'm going to reiterate. The little 9-year-old girl at the school, you know, was giving lace candy. The school worried about the kids can't pass candy and spitting the girl. They're not looking at the bigger picture. They worry about the wrong thing. If I was the parent, I'd be suing that school because a child was in danger. A child could have passed. Anything could have happened. That baby couldn't take that to her sister. Why do you think she's doing all that throwing up? She could have got sicker. You saw which article? Smooth one. Drop your money, pick your weed up. Oh, in DC, they have to drop and go. Drop your money, pick up your weed and go. This man had a whole vending machine. So I talked about that in the 9-year-old girl. And then, of course, the J. Wilson situation. Oh, Lenore, if you're in the bushes, and thank you for letting me use that clip too. I see you said thank you for, yeah, we're going to post your thing one more time before I leave out of here. Now, let me see. This person on you to come on. Yeah. We post your video so folks can come over there and see it. Okay, let me see. Oh, I was trying to see what time Lady Nick was coming on. She ain't posted. She ain't sent me nothing, so I don't know. I think it's ingenuous. Maybe because they're right into the core. Maybe J. Wilson has been through this before. If I actually didn't care about his own job security, why should we when he knows his, yeah. But, and you know what? People are gone. Some people are going to be happy this happening to him. You know, because, you know, he got a lot of people like him. Then he got a lot of people that dislike him, you know. But I don't dislike him. Like I said, that's just being me in his history. We always did do that. So it's a fun thing to me. But from day one, that's how me and J. Wilson, that's our relationship. We drag each other, but nothing really mean below the belt. However, in the beginning, I did say some kind of stuff. Cause back in the day when people was talking about that peen behind the pool pit, I did come on it. And I think that was Tracy during them days. And I did come on and mimic that, you know, because it was a lie. I don't know if it's a lie, but allegedly they say he had got caught sucking peen behind the pool pit. You know, it was a lot of little crazy stories. So you're right, Mimi, whoever just wrote this, he been through a lot before. So it's just the way, but this the beef sector. And people just say things to clap back. They don't really be meaning. Loose lips and chips. He should have kept his mouth shut. See, Keys, mean a lot of people feel that way though. Yeah, that is Miss Queenie. That's what I say. That was really clever of him. Now, where's W at W? You actually went over there and did an interview with GX. Girl, W. See, W, that's why they're not going to leave you alone about your event, though, for real. Yeah, he said he's been doing it for 4 years, and he made $2,000 a day. You will, ODS? I'll put some extra in there, too, you know, for y'all. Well, for the other, I'm not going to put no crack in there, but I have a vending machine with the weed and the pills. I'll find out what pills is popular. But I would have to be, I would have to be really slick with that one, though, because see, here in California, weed is legal. I'm assuming it's not legal there. See, he could have just got some license instead of opening up a shop, just the vending machine like what he had. I'm assuming it's not legal there. If I were to get a license to open a shop, a dispensary is one down the street from me too, I think I'd have it at home on the vending machine. You don't have to get no shop. People were snitching everything. That man was making money. Yeah, I wondered if somebody snitch on him. Very clever. Dox Kimmy about her eviction. Yeah, I remember that too, but he been doxed her though. You saying last week he doxed her? That means that's 2 times. See, that's what I'm saying, J. Wilson. A lot of people are mad at you for what you've been doing, but you are a different J. Wilson though these days. You used to be like that though. I mean, you wouldn't have no panel like that. But get your Thunderdome numbers. Hey, Monique. But I really do hate that those people sending videos to your job if that's true. What W at? Say W in here? GX is dying to come over. Exactly. But then you got people from here running over there, so he gonna always do that. Because like I said, Jay Wilson kept letting them up there. But he's doing it for the numbers, like he says his job. He don't care as long as he get his coin. He don't care who come up there. Whoever was up there, Jay Wilson. That. But anybody got anything they would say before Big G little old go? Jay Wilson's job is gone. What they play barbecue. You think it's gone already, W Famous Barbecue? You don't think it's gone already? All I know is I'm gonna look for the news. Good morning, Sharon Watson. He let Creature feature Viv curse everybody out and spared her Jezebel mean girl spirit. He hates feminine women, that spirit multiplied in pastor. Viv is the issue. Wow. Anyway, how you been doing, Sharon? Ain't seen you in a while. I don't know. I'll take care. Curse me out. Yeah, so I don't know. Dubby, you know you did what? Didn't you just do that? Are you talking about the interview that you just did with GX? And I think that was the next day after you was over here. He made sure he got you over there. Yes, she did, Faith. Matter of fact, I'm looking for her. I want to drop her link one more time before I get up out of here. That's where I looked at Pastor Juicy Booty and Property Bonafide argued over there on V. Lenore. Yeah, because they say they can make money off that too. That's the name of them, Perks. Let me catch up with the chat. Crack dust on the weed. So don't they call that a caddy or something like that? The customer YouTube. So the perk list. So it's the perks that they want. Jay Wilson is foul, arrogant, unapologetic, down, and he will continue to be this way. So whoever got a hold of his behind right now. Yeah, he had to know that people were going to be looking for a job. W, what are you talking about? You don't remember doing what? Drop the link. Okay, I'll drop it. But I really consider beef sector starting with just Kaya and Maddie. No, well, I was saying that's when we all met up. That's when Jay Wilson first came over here. He used Kaya and Maddie. Josh, A.T. Alien was his come up. He used them because that's how I found him, because he had their name Kaya and Michelle and Michelle, Kaya, T.S. Madison, and Josh in his title. So I'm thinking it's gonna be one of them. How do they call that, clickbait? And that's how I found Jay Wilson. He had their names in the title. From then on, that's when me and him started going back and forth. I was also saying, you're over here preaching, but you're over here talking about people at the same time. Way back then. Oh, let me drop this link. Yeah. So that was his come up. Then after that, the carpet on the wall kind of stuff started happening. Then him and Larry Nelson was trying to do a fake beef, but Larry Nelson couldn't hold ice while he came over and tell, and Jay Wilson was mad at him that he came over here snitched about them trying to set up a beef. There go the link. So yes. And he first started off trying to talk about medicine. Just ask him, Jay, he says you're sucking down chicken wings. That's what I want to say, Jay Wilson. Now, this ain't no shade though. Jay Wilson, hey, since I known you when you first came on here, you've been dieting, going to the gym. Now you're saying you're on another diet? I ain't mad at you though. I've been trying to diet now ever since after the corona. I've been trying to diet for a whole year. I can't though, because you see how my family be eating, sending me food and stuff. Exactly, me, Sean Barry and VS blueprinted the platform. Exactly. Those was around, they know that. Between him and Larry was so privileged. Exactly. And I think Larry had a crush on him, and they were going back and forth with each other. Yeah. I still think that. I thought it back then, and I'm thinking now. Yeah, I think so. I surely do. Hey, Debbie.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Girl, you remember you came on my channel last week and you said it's your last time. Now, let me move this thing out your. And then right after that, you went over there to GX, you know, he over there trying to chase the beef sector with some views. I was shocked that you did that.
No. He asked me what was going on between me and Sharonda. That's what happened. I didn't talk about my event. And then how I was saying it, then Quanny came up there and broke it down exactly like what had exactly happened with the phone call. That's what we was talking about. It wasn't about my event per se.
Oh, well, yeah, if it was, you talk about what you talk about.
Exactly how things start to shift and get so ugly. But no, that's what he wanted to know about. What's going on? What happened between me and Sharonda? That's what he was talking about.
Oh, who is Sharonda?
I won't talk about my event unless it's on my channel, and I'm going to be only picking certain dates. When I would go in and go into detail until I get everybody in the back. But I do got my Zoom set up.
Well, I heard that, but you're right. I didn't really watch it, but I'm just saying. I said no, she didn't go over there, you know. But I'm glad you're keeping your stuff on the ground now because it looks like because I hear
no more input of anything. I will work it out. So he just asked me what happened between me and Sharonda, and then I was trying to tell him, and then Quanny was able to break it down to him exactly what I was trying to say. That's what happened.
Well, evidently somebody, Toby said, stop saying that woman's name. Is you talking about whoever she talking about? Because I don't know this Sharonda person.
That's
Sharonda.
Supposed to be
oh, wow.
That's
wow, I see now.
That's why I don't call her Love because she's not.
Oh, I see now, Debbie. Somebody in my chat said, tell that truth, Shane the Devil. Shalonda is Lovely Love?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Oh, all right.
No, wait a minute, Chaplain. I'm not giving people real names. She gave her own real name now when she doxed herself. When she doxed herself, she put out her real name. So why I can't say it since I know it now?
Well, they basically saying that's probably her real name, but her YouTube name is Lovely Love. Like everybody knows my real name is not Blessed, you know, but they can call and they know my name is Sharon, you know, they've been knowing that. I've always used my real name ever since TSCC Dave, but my YouTube name is Blessed Watkins. So people call me what my YouTube name is. Maybe that's what they mean. You know, I guess if people want to be called a certain name, they want to be called by the YouTube name. I believe that's what she meant. So while you're using her real name is what she meant. Like we got Pastor Juicy.
I know it.
We got, you know, people, you know, use their YouTube names. So I use only people YouTube name because I feel like that's what they want to be called. So maybe that's how she did it.
Okay. This is what I have to say about that. When I had got the loan for her and the Western Union, her real name was on there. I didn't say her real name because her name is Lovely Love on screen.
Yeah, and that's what I told her.
But when she came out here and doxed herself, it wasn't me. She did it, so why I can't call her that? She don't call me some of everything.
Well, yeah, y'all can do what y'all want to do. But my
first name.
Yeah, but my answer to that would be though, her YouTube name is, we all call her Lovely Love, and I didn't know that was her name. But even now that I know her name, I'm still gonna call her Lovely Love because I'm gonna respect that's what she want to be called on her channel. So maybe that's what they mean. So, but you can do what you want to do. You're grown, baby. I'm telling y'all, talk how you want to talk. I'm just saying, you know, some people rather want their YouTube name. But she doxed herself. I didn't know nothing about that. See, I didn't know that was her name.
Bless, I know, God bless you. You be, you know, into your family thing. Yeah, she doxed herself. She put up the information.
Well, you're right. I do miss a lot sometimes.
Yeah, you be getting up the same old way. What's going on? I got this here. Somebody sent me this here. Well, what's going on? Let me tell you what I read. We're looking at this weekend. That's how you always did it.
Yeah, if I'm gone for the weekend, I catch up on some stuff and I come back and discuss my weekend stuff, like what I'm doing now, what I saw over the weekend, you know. And then if I like when I come on tomorrow, I'll talk about whatever I saw today or whatever, you know, like that. And if I don't know about something, I'll put questions and I'll make sure I put my a bonnet on that got the tag still on there saying questions. I let you know I got questions. Joanna said, bless, she posted her driver's license on her community wall. Lovely Love posted her driver's license or somebody else did?
Yes, she did it.
Oh, really? I wonder why she did that.
She posted all that on the community wall, on the wall.
Oh, wow.
And then people ain't got it. I didn't get it because I already had it, but I respect her who she want to get, that she call herself out here, that she like to call Lovely Love. She begged me not to give out him. I wouldn't dare do it, and I wouldn't give it out now. I wouldn't dare get out her real name. No, that's not that's what I do. But since that she don't post it out, that her name is Sharonda, I don't even even say her last name. So I just say Sharonda because she called me everything else. So why should it be that what she want to be called? She called me some of everything with that she starting this. And also, bless, I want to say this. I respect what you said, Chaplain. I respect what you said. And what's her name? Stacey Robinson. I respect what you said, but I didn't start this.
I get it. That's your, you know, y'all dragging each other. That's the way of dragging her back by her name. I get it. Ray Black said, I know Lovely real name. I call her Lovely out of respect, but you and her going at it. So I guess y'all going at it. So you gonna call us the name. So I get what you're saying too. But I'm just saying, I do tend to use people YouTube name, even if I work to know their real name. Because I know Stanky Baby real name is Shalina, but I don't call her Shalina. I call her Stanky. Yellow eyes, no kiss, all those things, whatever that she is, you know. So that's all the respect. I'm gonna call her Stanky Baby.
Well, okay, Miss Bliss, I'm gonna drop down, but no, my event on this, right? I don't even talk about it, just besides of what is going on, like, but not pertaining to my event.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be successful. You got a small group, so and you're doing it underground now. I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
And then if you plan on doing this annually, you gonna the next one you're gonna learn what mistake you made on the first one. Each one would be, you know, better. You know, you learn how to do that like that. So don't worry about it. It'll be okay.
Yes.
And
I thank you for your time.
Ain't nothing deterring me away for real. Yeah.
Okay, Miss Bliss. I'm waiting for you. I have a room for you and Lady Nika. Okay, bye-bye.
My only problem is if I did, I wouldn't want you to tell these people up front on the YouTube, like right now, where the house actually going to be at. You know, don't show your
No, nobody don't know.
Yeah.
Nobody don't know. Everything is on the road. Nobody don't even know who's coming, how many is coming. Nobody don't know that.
Right. I wouldn't want to go nowhere if everybody gonna know where I'm gonna be at. And they won't know until after. Well, I'm in the house on my way, getting ready to go. Other than that, they wouldn't know. So they wouldn't know, period, at all. If I was to give one, people wouldn't even know. Just the people I notify who I'm invite will be the only ones to know. But
yeah, that's how things is going. That's why everything is under, and that's why that nobody don't know nothing. And I'm tight feel on that, but. You know, so no, I don't tell who all going, who paid. I don't tell any of that. Like Teresa was talking to me last night. I said I don't talk about
that. Okay, well that's good, but I do wish you success. I really do.
Thank you, Miss Bliss. Thank you, everybody. That.
And I saw you. But you was hilarious on this last video I caught up on this morning. You was giggling and laughing about Jay Wilson. You just loved it. I know you glad that.
I sure did. And it ain't over yet. But anyway, he'll come through somehow or another. But you must be punished and you must get your stripes. And two of those stripes the stripes they went on Jesus Christ, that's what you should feel.
Yes, indeed. I said, look at that.
God don't like ugly. He don't care too much for pretty. Every dog how they do, and every dirty dog get years of it.
Yes, indeed. Wait a minute, let me find that too. It was funny because of how you was laughing too. You said, "Hey, everybody, come quick, bring me that licking stick." And you couldn't stop giggling. You couldn't stop giggling. Everybody come quick. Wait a minute. Okay. Wait a minute. You couldn't even hardly talk. You were laughing so hard.
I know that Jesus paid the will. I wasn't going to even do that. I was like, well, Lord, it is. Then when he started making, coming back to reality.
Yes, indeed. That's the one. That's what I caught up on this morning, too. But thanks for coming up. You told me I got my crabs. Texas bull. What is Texas bull? Is them the blue crabs? I never heard of Texas bull. Well, y'all, how long I've been on here? I think it's all time for the girl, the Big G. Go. Now that somebody else got something they want to say, hey. You see, I'm gonna start reading these comments on my way out of here. Okay, did they have the energy when Unlovely was posting text messages and W real phone number? Oh, so they were doxing each other, huh? So yeah, so Lovely love. Oh, okay. I'll say, like I just told her, I mean, she can do what she want to do. And they fighting, so if that's her clap back, mention her real name, that's fine. But I wouldn't be putting my license up here. Talking about, I don't spill my own tea either. Like some people be saying, spill your own tea for somebody else. They have to work for my information. Nah. Stormy keep with private people hitting up husband, go on IG and think it's funny. There's no privacy. Morning, Miss Conspiracy. Hey, there you go. I'm finna say I don't see you. You always driving about this time. See what time? It's 9:25 here. 12:25 where you are. And I was enjoying your chat last night, but I left when Dury came and started talking to. But I'm glad y'all was letting Allie know she didn't know about the history of what was going on. But it was a good live again last night. Y'all had it going on, so I know you'll be going on live. I'll catch you again this evening. What you say, that Catherine? Morning, Miss Conspiracy. Stormy, keep that private. What did I miss? Okay, I think I said everything that I needed to say. Nobody got nothing to say. Oh, I had a great time at her concert last night. I missed her live. What concert? Who you talking about? Cause you calling it Pizarro thing? Faith is not for her to say what should happen to another person. God rules the world universe. He doesn't need help from anyone. Hold on a second, yeah. Can y'all start dropping the diamonds at this time? Hey. Where you be going at the same time every day, Miss Pizarro, to the arcade or picking the babies up from school? I'm nosy like that. I got to know. Oh, okay. He sweat. Oh, I gotta figure that then. And let me say this before people run over to the Juicy Booty and tell a lie. I wasn't dragging him. I'm speaking on what's going on in the streets. Okay? And I gave a little history with it. So if you want to know what went on, Juicy, when they come over there live, just come watch my replay. That's it. That's all. Hey, Tennessee, you do the same. The people would lie. Oh, she was dragging. I just mentioned some history. That's all. Exactly, Stormy Cow. But these people run over there and he be taking it for face value sometimes. Last time somebody said I was over there saying he was evil, he went over there, yeah, Black, no, Black, you said I was evil. No, watch for yourself. Y'all get that dice drop.